Gambling is going to ruin your life if you don't stop. A lot of people suffer from this addiction of gambling. A lot of people, both the young, the old, boys, and even girls too. Some of them suffer from gambling addiction. A lot of people. There was a period in my life where I was so addicted to gambling. I wanted to gamble every day, every weekend when there were matches. I wanted to just gamble, which is not good. Some people even go the extra length just to gamble. Some people go ahead to borrow money, steal, do other crazy stuff just because they want to gamble. And most at times, this will result in you losing that money. Let's be honest. Most at times, you will lose that money. Do you know that some people can go to the extent of committing suicide just because of gambling? Because imagine a situation where you borrow money to gamble and that money is a huge amount and you lose that money. Just imagine, bro. Then you don't have anywhere to go to get that money back from. Some people end up taking their lives and it's very sad. So I decided to ask ChatGPT, can you give me a statistic of people who have lost their lives yearly because of gambling? And here is what ChatGPT gave me. Take note, this is just for England alone. ChatGPT says, for England specifically, one report estimates between 117 and 496 suicides yearly associated with problem of gambling. Take note, that is just an estimate, which means the number can be more than that, and I believe that number is higher than that. Now imagine in other countries the amount of people who lose their lives yearly because of gambling. I also asked ChatGPT, what is a percentage of people that can make it from gambling? And here's what ChatGPT has to say. In sports betting, many experts estimate that 3 to 5% of bettors are profitable in the long run. The rest end up losing money. So you mean to tell me just 5% out of 100 make it from gambling? Wow, the other 95% keep on losing money, And here's the thing, I've gambled before. I'm not a saint. I've gambled before, and there's one thing I know about sports betting. The higher your stake, the more you bet, like the higher the amount you put, the more you're going to make profit. That's just how it is. And you and I know that you don't have thousands of dollars to put on sports betting, or you don't have thousands of dollars to lose. Can you lose $1,000 and sleep at night comfortably? Can you lose $2,000 and sleep at night comfortably? Can you lose $10,000 and sleep at night comfortably if even you have the amount of money? So now it is very simple. Only the rich make it from gambling, or only the rich make it in gambling. It is very simple. That's why you're going to see influencers, rich influencers, they talk about gambling, they promote sports betting. If they lose money from that, it's not going to really bother them because they can have money. They are influencers, they can get money from brands and all the rest. But you is still trying to grow and you're depending on gambling to take you out of the trenches or to move you from poverty. But I don't think that is the way. Gambling or sports betting can ruin the relationship you have with somebody. Last year in 2024, I almost ruined the relationship I had with my mother just because of sports betting. Imagine I involved the money my mom gave me to gamble. I involved some of the money she gave me to gamble. And here's one thing about gambling. Right? When you lose money, you have that urge to go and gamble more so you can gain back that money and have more profit. That is a trap that many people fall in. And I failed in that trap. I failed in that trap many times. So here is a scriptural reference or advice or teaching about gambling. In the book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 9 to 10, it says, but those who want to get rich fall into temptation and are caught in the trap of many foolish and harmful desires, which pull them down to ruin and destruction. For the love of money is the source of all kinds of evil. Gambling just comes from the desire of getting rich quickly, and this doesn't really end well. Either you're going to be in huge debt, you're going to be in despair, or it's going to ruin you. So I mean, it's just bad. Gambling is literally bad. It's going to destroy you. I've been in this trap too, and I know, especially for young guys, I know how difficult it is to quit because there are a lot of things happening in the world right now. You see a lot of people, competition, a lot of things. You want to wear the latest clothes, you want to hold the latest phones, and all these things are going to result in you gambling because you want to match up, you're comparing yourself with others. For me, these are two ways I feel like if you want to quit gambling, if you want to quit the addiction, these are the things you need to do in order to quit it. Firstly, you need to delete the apps from your phone. I mean, You need to delete every single thing that has to do with gambling. Any person you're following that promotes gambling, you need to unfollow that person. You need to delete the apps, the groups you are in, you need to leave those groups. I mean, just anything that has to do with gambling, you just need to cut it off immediately. That's the only way, because even you say, okay, you are going to stop gambling and you're still in those groups, you will definitely be tempted one day. This has happened to me. This has happened to me. I've failed for this trap, you know. And also, the most important way is getting closer to God. I feel like when you go closer to God, it's going to reveal a lot of things. If you're that person who is lost in life, who doesn't know what to do, who wants to become successful, I feel like you should go closer to God. You should spend more time with Him. When you pray to God, He can show you literally what He wants you to do in life. He can put a vision there for you to follow. So get closer to God. Stop gambling. Get closer to God, and you will see changes. He can reveal to you a business you can do that's going to make you successful. God is very powerful. He can change your life. So it is never too late. It is never too late. I'm not perfect, but I just want to. I just feel like I want someone out there who is struggling from the gambling addiction to quit it today and improve his life. It's never too late.